Hello, it's What Up Wednesday, and I'm gonna switch up the format a little bit this week. As I was traveling today, I got a message that needs to be shared with whomever is watching or may watch this video in the future. And that is my favorite affirmation. Are you ready? I am open to receiving the best I can imagine and anything better. I am open to receiving the best I can imagine and anything better. It has worked wonders in my life, and props to Elizabeth for shooting me a text that reminded me how much it has made an impact on her life, too. It applies to all facets of life. I've recently become aware that I have had a habit of blocking the feeling of love being received. And that came from a very deep down, core, conditioned belief that didn't even come from me but was in there anyway, that I don't deserve to be loved. And what I realized over the past few days, especially from a few different sources, is how amazing it feels if we just open to receiving love. So when it comes to feelings of loneliness, feelings of not belonging or being unwanted, this is the affirmation that came to me today. I am open to receiving love in expected and unexpected ways. I'm open to receiving love in expected and unexpected ways. And back to that other one, I am open to receiving the best I can imagine and anything better. So with that, it is 5:30. If anyone is on, okay, so Lisa and Allison, I will get you readings tonight. And if anyone else would like a reading, just put what up in the comments and I will get you covered. Lisa, I am thinking what deck would be best for you, and I keep getting drawn to the Journey of Love deck. So, Lisa, life is a little crazy right now, isn't it? You have a lot going on, and you're handling it pretty well. Not that there's any judgment there, but I just get the sense of celebrate a little bit how far you've come and how much better you're handling all the craziness of today than you would have handled it, say, 5 years ago. So, good job, Lisa. You're doing it. Let me see what the cards say for you. Journey of Love. I also get, Lisa, that you're just learning how to relax, even in the chaos. When other people are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you just not my circus, not my monkeys, and you just don't get involved with that, because there comes a point. Woo! All right, here we go. And so, of course, the card I pull is acceptance. I love it. Acceptance. And I'm getting the vibe that you are connected to those like spirits on the other side, ancestors, those who have passed, and just keep that connection open. Set the intention that only those who are helpful come through, and that you only get messages that you are ready and or able to process. And if you ever start feeling like what you're getting is too much, just ask for help on understanding the message. That will help prevent things that happen to some people when either their energy is not completely pure, or they're not willing to look at something, and or they have some ill intent for what they're doing. I don't recommend either of those things. But if you put out there that you only want helpful spirits to come through, and only what you're ready and willing to receive, and ask for help understanding those messages, you are going to be golden. I'm so excited to watch your gifts unfold. So let's see what the book says a little bit more. 55, acceptance. Lisa. I'll hold up the card. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of the world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine, just as you are. There is nothing to change, just be you. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. It's very exciting. And the poem is, shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow, and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. So that was for you, Lisa. All right. Let's see. We've got Allison and Brian's joined. Nikki. Okay. Jolena, I see that you are, I'm getting some kind of weird message about my frame rate that I do not understand. So my apologies if I'm hopping in and off or something. But Jolena, if you would like a reading, just type what up in the comments and I will include you. But Allison, you are next. Okay. Allison, I am liking the unicorn deck for you. Oops, there. Backwards. There we go. Oracle of the Unicorns. Allison. Yeah. You're taking your power back, Allison. Like, get this, like, no bullshit. Tired of the drama? I'm out. Mic drop. I'm kidding, like, not gonna deal with it. And good job, because you don't need to. It's not your circus, not your monkeys. Offer what you can, offer good intentions, but above everything else, take care of yourself, keep your energy clear, and that's the best way that you can help any dramatic situation. And if you just keep your very clear boundaries of what is acceptable and unacceptable to you, if anyone breaks them, it doesn't need to be a big thing. It can just be, nope, I have established that we're not doing that. And as you just stand in your sacred ground, it will get to be less and less of an issue. So let's see what the unicorns have to say about you, Allison. Okay. All right, I'm going to shuffle them a different way because sometimes it's like that. And it doesn't give me a clear card to pick, and so I'm like, huh, Well, oh, here we go. Oh. Discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowings. Keep your dreams a secret. Which tells me that there may be some people in your life that aren't particularly supportive of your dreams. And it just means that they're not safe to share with. So use your discernment on who's safe and who's unsafe, because you're going to be just fine. Just trust yourself, trust those nudgings, and sometimes it's none of their business. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to justify it. You just do you. Let's see, discernment. This says, look closely at this situation before taking any further action or making a decision. An offer or proposal might seem tempting at first glance, but there's something going on under the surface. There is a hidden reason why it might not be the best choice at this time. Someone may be withholding information from you or trying to distract you from an unattractive truth. Pause proceedings and dig deeper until you have the full picture. Regardless of what anyone else is telling you, use your discernment and trust your own knowing. If something feels a little off to you, even though there's no apparent reason for doubt, honor that feeling. Avoid making a decision that doesn't feel completely aligned for you, and let go of any concern of missing out. If this is not the right opportunity, something much better will be on its way. This unicorn and his maiden also urge you to keep your dreams a secret for now. You may be excited about a new idea, but while it is in the early stages of manifestation, it is better to keep it to yourself. Our seedling dreams are precious, and it only takes criticism from just one person to diminish their magic. Others may not share your belief that anything is possible, so for now, keep your plans and ideas close to your chest and only share them when you feel stronger. So Allison, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for the confirmation on the video right now. Oh, you guys, I love the positive feedback about how accurate things are. I love you. I genuinely mean that. Thank you so much for being here with me. All right, we've got Jolena next. Jolena, I'm also thinking the Journey of Love deck for you. I pulled it up earlier for Lisa. And let's see, Joe, exciting stuff. Like, I just feel this it's so exciting. I just can't hide it. But it's also it's so exciting. Like, so much to do and so little time, and it's good. It's all good. Just keep riding the wave. Follow your bliss. Follow your excitement. Just enjoy it. I'm thinking of going on a roller coaster, and you're coming up over the hill, and it's starting to go down, and you're gaining speed, and just just go with it. Okay, Joe. Let's see, Journey of Love. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we're narrowing down. There we go. We got it. Oops. Oh, what a beautiful card. The Communal Dance. So let's look at this card for a little bit. So look at, because Joe, you've got these abilities as well. Just see what comes through for you as you look at this card, because in addition to what I'm getting that you need to trust yourself and your connection because it's extremely strong and there's absolutely no reason to doubt it. And you don't have to do it all alone. You have experience of not being able to depend on anyone but yourself, but those days are gone. You now have support. You have people who love you. You have people you can depend on. And as you're feeling the stress, remember to rely on your allies, both in this world and the next. The communal dance. 5. Lover, you have been alone too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time and instead join the cosmic conga line, baby. Do you know how special you are? So much so that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that calls you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognize that you are part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be part of this great dance of love awakening on the earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You'll feel more at home there and be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you've been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but be open to playful connection with kindred spirits to meet. The poem is this. When I stood in front of you, I knew something was in store. I could feel the excitement of our journey ahead, for I had been that way before. Each person comes into our life with lessons we may see, and in the reflection of that other self is the person we can be. So girl, I got your back. Communal dance. That is your card, Joe. All right, Brian is up next. And yes, Brian and Nikki. Okay. Brian, I'm going to pull from the deck that you got me. Just slight brag moment on Brian. I was in class for 3 solid days. He went to the art festival without me, and on the final day of my coaching training, it was just the final day, I had no idea. He bought me this beautiful necklace. You can't really see it. I might show it later, but it is metal wildflowers, because there's a song that I belong among the wildflowers, and it's very special to me. It's extremely meaningful. And then he got me a piece of art that was hung before the class was even over. Superstar partner. Props to Brian. Back to that receiving love stuff. Sometimes we push love away in our relationships, and we just need to welcome it in. So, Brian. Brian, I get the message that you have feelings of too good to be true. Can you trust it? When's the other shoe going to drop? There's been a history and a pattern of things seeming like they're going well, and then something happens. And I get that you're not wanting to go there, and you might even argue this with me, but I just get this sense of a low undertone of stress and worry that the bottom's going to drop out of everything. And Spirit wants you to know that they got your back and that it's okay to feel that way. Don't try to suppress it. Lean into it to see where those things are coming from, what those fears are. Use them as tools to recognize what your weaknesses may be, and then utilize your community, the people that you trust, the people that love you, to fill in whatever perceived gaps there may be, because you have so many superpowers that you can't do everything the best all the time. So utilize your community. And again, I'm pulling from I'll just show you the Affirminators deck for Brian. Okay, I think we got this one. Oh, I pulled this card before. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. That's your card, Brian. I love you. Okay, who is next? Nikki. All right. Nikki, I'm going to use the same deck for you. It's the Affirminators. This is for Nikki. Nikki, I'm getting that this has been a little bit of a letdown week. Like, looking forward to things, and things look like they were looking better and they were working out, and then just a like sinking feeling of, oh, that can't work out because. And the message from Spirit is, yes, there are a lot of things that need to be addressed, and they're not all going to get addressed at once. But focus on what you can impact. Focus on what you can get forward momentum going on. And as you focus your energy there, it's going to help build momentum, and the bigger things will become clear. So don't dismiss something that you can address as not important enough to be worth your time. Instead, use the mindset of, I can, and then do that low-hanging fruit stuff, because everything will come together in time. As hard as that is to hear, it will all come together in time. Just keep doing the next right thing, and it will all unfold. Okay. Nikki. Well, that's always a significant sign when a card actually jumps out of a deck. And this card says, Ultimate Potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. Ultimate potential. I'm wondering if the rainbow and giraffe and headphones might mean something to you too. I just get that feeling. So that is your card, Nikki. All right. Is there anything else? I have just a few more minutes. And let's see here. Let's see what comes through. I'm getting to pull from this last deck that I have, Secret Language of Animals. And I'm getting to just take this last card. Stick insect. Stillness, awareness, discernment, compromise. Have you ever played with those stick insects, the ones that you think were a stick, and then you're like, ah, it's alive and it's moving? And then it's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe it was just me. But I have a fondness for those guys, and it was not compromise, it was actually composure. Composure was the last word on there. And I'm getting an overall message that with busy summer and busy stuff happening with like things opening up again, that we need to remember the stillness that we had in the quieter times, that we don't need our schedules jam-packed with nonstop activities, and we don't need to take every single possibility or option to make money every single second, that there is a bigger purpose and a bigger message to ask ourselves, is it in alignment with my bliss? Is it part of my soul's calling, my life mission, my values? And that is also an important component. And the only way we can judge that or have discernment for ourselves is if we get quiet and take time to really listen and compose ourselves before we go out and try to have a conversation. Because if we just impulsively react to other people, it will very likely end up in conflict. So it's okay to tell someone that you're not ready to talk about something, that you need time to sit with it for a while, compose yourself, and then come back and have a conversation. Let's see what the book says, if I can find. Here it is. Stick insect. 42 is the number. It's the wood energy. Okay. In the early days of Earth, when the elements were still finding their roles in Gaia's story, there was a time when trees were not bound to one place. But slowly they walked the land like giants, going where they needed most to ground the energies of the heavenly realm into earth and the underworld. Those days are long since gone, but there remains a small reflection of this time in the stoic life and peaceful ways of the stick insect. Stick insect, or walking stick, as he is sometimes known, is a long, thin insect living in plant disguise. It grows from a tiny egg up to 14 inches in length and has an incredible ability to pose motionless in the likeness of a twig for hours at a time to hide from predators. At times, he will sway gently back and forth as if to mimic the wind, and some stick insects have developed extra growths that look like leaves for camouflage. Here's the message. There are times to move with great acceleration and power. There are also times to return to natural rhythms and move at a more gentle pace. The message of stick insect takes the spectrum one step further, calling us to return to the ancient place deep within that knows the power and pure of stillness. Become observant. Open your eyes to see and take in the world with all your senses. There is a potency in silence and stillness. There is a power in allowing yourself to become invisible for a time. To carry on with your own business, building up the rhythm of your work in the world without the need to be seen or noticed. Discernment is key at this time. Don't broadcast yourself or be lured by others' agendas. Keep your plans close to your heart and keep your energy sweetly focused on the simple task of nurturing the seeds you've planted and tending your garden of life. Be patient and be grateful. The harvest time is coming, but for the moment, what is brewing deep within you is simply a contract between you and your Creator. Honor it with an inner smile as an invitation to savor the sacred stillness of your being. Instead of chasing the thoughts and opinions of others, spend more time in prayer and meditation, seeking the direct counsel of your greater source within. And from this center place, bring your expanded awareness gently back into your world. As your mind and movement slow down, your ability to see and perceive opportunity expands. You will know what action is needed, and you will move with calmness and clarity. You will smile often, and those around you may not even notice as you step from quiet stillness to full fruition and a joyful harvest of your dreams. In the stillness, I am power. Nothing to hide and nothing to prove. In the stillness, I express. In the stillness, I am present to the pulse of my Creator, rising up within me. So with that, we will close What Up Wednesday. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next week, if not before.